guys, today I just wanted to do like a little get ready with me on my everyday makeup look that I've been doing, well, you know, every day. And also just like catch you up on just my life, because I feel like a lot of random things have been happening and I don't do a lot of videos where I actually talk about myself, and I just like have this urge today, so we're just gonna do it. Sorry this is such a mess, by the way. I honestly can't be bothered to clean it. Lately, I have been skipping like primers. This is a NARS Sheer Glow. Now, I have never been a fan of this. Everyone is always so obsessed with it, and I never found this look good. But then I used it with no primer and nothing underneath of it, and I found it looks so much better. It clings to certain primers and things, especially if they're like mattifying or drying, so I like this a lot better without anything underneath. As I pair it with a foundation that has like super staying power. So this is the Rimmel Lasting Finish. I did a review on this recently. This shit does not budge. So yeah, I just feel like the last couple weeks have been like such a whirlwind. I mentioned in the description bar of one of my last videos that I hadn't been able to post in a few days because I've been like car shopping and like because my car was totaled. So what happened was I was in a left only turning lane, like stopped because I couldn't turn left because there was a lot of oncoming traffic. But it wasn't at like a stoplight or anything. I was turning into a subdivision, but it's a quite busy subdivision. So they had made like a left only lane for just a subdivision. And some guy who's in the straight lane whizzes by beside me and just crashes in, like just swerves right into my lane and crashes into me, like the back side of me, and just like bounces off me and goes off the road. When someone hits you going that fast, I mean, that's an 80 zone. Everybody in that zone goes at least 90 to 100. So at the minimum, he's going 80. I just blacked out for a second, like, and the crash of like steel on steel, like your cars, there's nothing like it. Still, like that sound is like no other. And I just remember being like saying out loud, like I was so stunned. I just remember saying out loud, 4-way flashers. And I just like pressed them and like traffic stopped. Like everyone just stopped. And I just like was able to like get out of the car and like stumble out. Like it was, anyway. Long story short, I spent the last, how long? Like week trying to find a car because insurance only gives you a rental car for so long. I found one. Yay! I love that foundation combination, guys. NARS, by the way, I have the shade Siberia in the NARS Sheer Glow and shade 100 Ivory in the Rimmel Lasting Finish. This is a really good combination. I also really like mixing this Rimmel foundation with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. That's a really good combination as well. I'm kind of lazy today, so I'm just going to use a brow pencil. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. I'm actually going to go get another one of these because I usually use my Anastasia Dip Brow like every single day, but it's good to have a pencil on hand. I love my Annabelle Skinny Brow, but I find for some reason that with my oily skin in the summer, it just doesn't wear quite as long, so that's great for the winter, but something with a little bit waxier of a texture like this one is a little bit better for like the hotter, sweatier, oilier months, that's for sure. Anyway, so yeah, I was able to find a car. I had to drive an hour and a half, well actually closer to 2 hours to get it. I found it online. It was a used car. I didn't want to buy a new car. My boyfriend just bought a new car 2 days before my car got hit. He just bought a new car. Anyway, I didn't feel like I needed a brand new car. Like that's just more money that I don't need to spend. So yeah, I bought a car that's 3 years old, but it's in great condition. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm just thankful that nobody was really hurt. What else is happening? Oh, I finally watched that movie with Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Brad Pitt, Christian Bale. What was that called? The Big Short. If you guys haven't seen that movie, I know it's probably old news, but it was so good. Basically, it's about the like housing market crash in 2008 in the US, and anyway, it's a really good movie. Very well done. Christian Bale is such a good actor. Like he's so good at being able to play like absolute like crazy people. I cannot wait for that Suicide Squad movie to come out. I know Christian Bale's not in the Suicide Squad movie, but he made me think of Batman, and that made me think of superheroes, and that made me think of Suicide Squad. I truly feel like whoever came up with the whole brows should be sisters and not twins, so just trying to make themselves feel better, but we're gonna go with it because it works in our favor. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, I'm filming.
What you filming?
A video.
Well, what?
Makeup. Someone asked me in one of my last videos what bronzer that I use because they really like it, and honestly bronzer is the thing that I switch up the most often. But one I've been using quite a lot recently is this Clarins bronzing and blush compact. It kind of has like a peachy blush in the middle and then a bunch of bronzy shades on the outside, and you just kind of mix them all together and put them all over your face. I'm going to use the Real Techniques blush brush, and usually what I just do is like I don't know, very lightly go on top of my cheekbone and upwards. I do really like to put bronzer on my collarbone as well because I find my shoulders get like burnt or tan in the summer. So it kind of just like connects the bird together in the center. I don't like to wear much on my eyes, like honestly, if anything, but I am going to take a darker bronzer. This is the Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in 1 Natural, and like kind of a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and just put it like quite a bit above where my natural crease is, just to give like a little something something. For mascara, I'm gonna go L'Oreal Voluminous Original, which is my favorite. Oh, I also don't know if I told you this, but I'm gonna be moving soon in a few weeks. I hate to say this, but I'm 25 years old, and I'm gonna be moving in with Paul's father so that we can save some money. For those of you guys who didn't know, Paul actually went back to school. He's 27, and he went back to school to study something that he already did for work, but he just wanted the credentials to back him up. Anyway, it's been kind of hard going from us both having jobs to now him being a student when we're kind of, you know, at an age where we want to like start our life. We're gonna move in with his dad for a few months to save a few bucks, but it's gonna work out because we're gonna have like our own kind of like apartment in his dad's place. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, Paul just bought a new car, and I guess in a way I kind of bought a new to me car, and we won't have to pay rent, so that's a plus. I'm gonna take this lip liner. This is the NYX lip liner in Pale Pink. Anyway, yeah, I have not lived with parents or anything in, well, what, 6 or 7 years now. His dad is like a very private person, and we'll have a whole floor to ourselves, and I think it'll be okay, especially since it's only very short term. And if any of you have ever lived with like parents when you're like 25, or like in-laws, and you have any advice for me, please share. Anyway, all in all, life is really good. My Nana's doing really well. I got to see her this weekend. She watches all my videos. Hi, Nana. Anyway, hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like chatty videos. If not, don't give it a thumbs down, but just give me a nice little comment and let me know if I just talked your ear off and it was way annoying for you. Also, I have to do my roots soon because ugh, that looks awful. Anyway, hope you guys have an awesome day. You can always subscribe if you haven't already. I put up new videos every single week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!